Welcome to Listertainment. Please leave a comment down below letting me know what your first fight was. Are you interested in learning a new martial arts in order to defend yourself from them bullies? Well, I suggest never trying any of these fighting styles unless you want to make your enemies laugh at you while they're kicking your ass. There are always people out there that come up with new ideas like fighting styles, religions, or lifestyles in order to make money from their clients. But I believe that some of these people that will be shown in the video seem to really believe that they actually have a legitimate way to defend themselves and fight. But these techniques are just dangerous because the student doesn't learn anything that will actually help them. It just creates a false sense of bravado that will lead to them picking a fight and getting hurt. When I was younger, I actually learned Taekwondo and it turned out to be useless because the one I learned did not allow punches to the face, which doesn't help any real fight since that is the first thing you are going to see from your opponent and the first thing you are going to try to do. Empty force is a technique that uses ki, or the body's vital energy. Using this energy, they claim, allows their user to defend themselves against opponents without making physical contact. These masters and students truly believe that they can harness an individual force to control their opponents, just like in Star Wars. As you can see in this video, the martial art works perfectly well, as long as the opponent also believes in the force. But when you have a skeptic on your hands, then this method is totally useless because it's actually all bullcrap. This video shows some Spanish men who were skeptical of this fighting style and challenged the instructor to prove that it works. The reason for this not working, being the fact that you don't believe in it, is the same reason I am skeptical of hypnosis, which also claims that a person has to be willing to be hypnotized in order for it to work, which just makes it seem like it's also fake.
Do you want me to push harder?
The next method of fighting is known as Ki, or touchless knockout. This method uses the same invisible energy as empty force, known as ki. This method, unlike the empty force which actually has some touch to it, uses purely ki to knock opponents out without making any contact whatsoever. In order to prove this method, a Ki master named Ryo Kirin, dang that sounds pretty close to Ryo from Street Fighter, so Ryo Kirin claimed he had a 200 win record with 0 losses, and offered $5,000 that he could beat any MMA fighter, so a karate master took the offer, and well, you can see what happened in this video. So let this be a lesson to anybody who's so confident about their abilities because you can make a real fool of yourself. So you know how people say, I'm going to kick your ass when they are about to get into a fight and then they look real stupid when they lose? Well, I have decided that if I ever get into a real fight, I'm only going to say, hey man, I'm going to try to hurt you, but I'm not that confident that I will win. So let's just get to it, in my toughest sounding voice. The most ridiculous physical fighting style is this new Russian slap style method, or as the genius Indigo Mist commented on the actual video, Slapawera. So this new martial art is truly stupid looking and you're only slapping your opponent, which is not going to do anything but make them laugh. Also, if you notice in this style, you are slapping yourself the whole time. The worst part is that you are bitch slapping your opponent. I'm pretty sure this fighting style leads to a lot of broken wrists also. The kicks involved are also so weak. What kind of person collapses under those kicks? You can even see when they fight each other, the best way to nullify this technique is to just simply lean back. So I have only looked at this video about 3 times and I have already found the weakness. You are severely limiting your reach by holding your hands in this position, and anybody who punches straight at your face will defeat you. Finally, just because you appear to be really fast with your hands doesn't mean you will hurt anybody. With this technique, you are most going to tickle your opponent's arms and face.
Приблизь камеру. Сейчас попробуем произвести атаку на льду. Скользко и неприятно.
This fighting style also uses invisible energy to fight, but this ability would actually allow you to completely block attacks and throw energy balls at your opponents. These energy balls are strong enough to knock people down. You are taught to concentrate your energy into your hands and use it to block attacks, or actually attack by throwing the energy ball at your opponent, just like in Dragon Ball.
As soon as you see me move, everything you got in there, you push it out. Well, can we do it? We can do it. Hold on. Let's go. Sure.
But of course, this is all made up, and as you have seen, the so-called force field is non-existent, and this poor lady just got knocked out by this idiot instructor. Of course, some might say that she wasn't a strong believer, or like this instructor, he will pretend like he actually got injured by the force field. This just reminds me of when you accidentally hit your brother, and you act like you also got hurt so they won't retaliate and hit you back. But in this case, it won't work because the lady is seriously hurt and she won't even notice you're faking being injured. This next video shows another guy that thinks he can use chi to block punches. If you pay attention, you can see the guy was supposed to block the punches, but as soon as they started to actually hit him, he started throwing punches because hands are actually real and they will hit the opponent.
Все, Сань, нормально, не надо.
Now we have reached the point on this list where an actual physical martial art is fake or doesn't work in a real fight scenario. Wing Chun is a Chinese combat style and was created by In Mu. This fighting style is known for being economical, direct, and efficient. The main problem with this fighting style is that the knowledge is mostly passed down from person to person instead of actually applying the knowledge. Some of the training videos you see seem to be really cool and efficient, but once you actually see the videos of people using this technique in actual fights with other MMA trained fighters, you see that this technique doesn't really work. In this video you can see how a boxer who is not even taking the fight seriously defeats the Wing Chun expert pretty easily. What I have seen is that many people say that this martial arts is good for street fighting, where you are facing up against a normal person and you can get close to them in order to truly use your fighting style. Because in a professional fight, the other fighter will keep you at a distance, but in a real fight, the other person will be doing the same thing you're doing by just throwing punches randomly, and it will all come down to a lucky punch just like any street fight would. This might even be worse because you keep your hands away from your face and thus protect yourself even less. You could say that you are blocking the punches with this style, but the punches will be coming so fast and randomly that you won't have time to actually block them. You will most likely just get lucky.
Set him up with the side kicks. Got him thinking way, then pop the hook kick high.
Come on.
In conclusion, if you want to learn a martial art that truly helps you to defend yourself, I recommend going with some of the most well-known and used by a lot of MMA fighters today, which include kickboxing, boxing, and of course, jiu-jitsu. Just like weight loss, there is no easy way to learn how to fight, so you will have to put the work in, unlike this magic bullcrap that some instructors try to sell. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And if you want to share this video, I wouldn't mind. Just share it, you know? Come on, just do it. Thanks for watching.